Welcome to the sixth CPRT module, which will cover finalizing your data. In this module, we will go over certifying data, validating data, and exporting data.
The CPRT requires the responsible party to certify the data before they can export and submit the files to CART. Certifying the data serves as an electronic signature attesting that all data entered into the CPRT is correct and accurate to the best of the responsible party's knowledge. You can navigate to the data certification page by using the tabs at the bottom of the tool or through the menu. All information can be filled out on this form. Click Save Record, then OK. If the CPRT is not certified, an error will show up in the error report that the survey has not been certified. Next, I will showcase how to use the Validate Survey feature. Go to the Validate Survey page at the bottom, then click on Run Report button at the top. This will go through the data that you have entered into the tool and check for errors. A report will be generated on this page that provides a description of the error as well as the worksheet name and row number that can be found on. Using this error list, the responsible party can navigate back to where the errors occurred and resolve them. The first error we see is that the product names are not unique for rows 13 and 14 in the product list page. We will correct the name of the product in row 14 to be Citrus Hand Sanitizer 5 ounce instead of 15 ounce. Once the error has been fixed, go back to the Validate Survey page and click the Run Validation Report button to ensure that there are no new or additional errors. Data cannot be exported until the Validate Survey report shows there are no errors. We highly encourage responsible party to enter in data to the product list, product ingredient, and formulator page manually at first, and then test the data validation feature before they import large CSV files into the tool. We also recommend that responsible parties utilize the data validation feature at multiple points throughout the data entry process rather than waiting until the end. Here are a few more basic error messages you may encounter using example products and ingredients. We see another error is that the UPC in row 14 of the product list is not 12-digit. We will go to the product list page and scroll to row 14. You will notice that the UPC is short by 1 digit. We will add 0 to the end of the UPC and go back to the Validate Survey page and run validation report. The next error is for missing information for a solvent in the product ingredient page, row 9. As you can see, the bin is blank. We will enter in 17, then go back to the Validate Survey page and run validation report. The next error says that the SEC formula in the product ingredient page, row 21, does not add to 100%. We will change the 9 in row 20 to a 10, then go back to the validate survey page and run validation report. Now that we've corrected the error, you can see that they no longer appear in the error report when we reran the validation function. Our new version of the CPRT has a chemical assistant feature. Here is a demonstration. We will go to the product ingredients page and change the chemical name for glycerol in row 16 to carbon dioxide. Then go to the Validate Survey page and click the Run Validation button. You can see that the tool identifies that there is a chemical name and CAS number paired together in a way that is inconsistent with how those identifiers have been reported to CARB in the past. Responsible parties then have the option to keep the pairing they entered or change it to one of the suggested options. If you select Keep Current option, you will be able to submit without any issues. However, each time the validation report is run, you will see the same pop-up. Here we will select glycerol in the pop-up box and then select Make Change. If you wish to disable this pop-up, you can do so by clicking on the Turn Off Chemical Assistant checkbox near the top of the page. We do not recommend doing this, but it is an option available to responsible parties. If instead you select the desired entry and click Make Change, that update will be automatically made to the entry in the product ingredient page. Clicking Make Change is not required but may be helpful to both the responsible party and CARB with data validation. One final thing to note for validating data is that the tool may look frozen or stuck while the validation report is being run, especially on an older computer or when using large data sets. Please be patient if the validation appears to be slow, as many Excel functionality are occurring in the background. It is also a good idea to save before running the validation report, as well as periodically while filling out the survey. The last step within the tool is exporting the data. The data can only be exported once it has been fully validated, and the validation process will run automatically one last time before exportation. You can access the export function within the tool by clicking Menu on any one of the tool's sheets and then selecting Export CSVs. Next, you will select an appropriate folder on your computer for the CSV to be exported to. We recommend that you create a new folder prior to export so that all the files you will need to submit to CARB are easy to locate. Then click OK. Like the validation report, the tool may seem slow or stuck during the export process. Please be patient as the CSVs are being generated, and it is recommended that you save your work before exporting. Once the CSV has been successfully exported, they will be submitted along with label files into the responsible party kitework folder. Submittal procedures for kitework will be covered in the next module.
This concludes the Finalizing Data module. Thank you.